everybody, and welcome along to the 15th round of the GPVWC Open Series season. We are here from the Abu Dhabi circuit, the Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi, and we're about to get ourselves underway, so to speak. We've just got about where we are, about to get into the way, about to go to the race. I'm Joshua Anderson. I'm actually on the commentary duty today for a change, and alongside me is my cameraman and co-commentator, Menno Klont.
Hello. I'm doing the cameras.
Yeah, cameras and co-commentary, Menno. Yas Marina then. Bit of a tricky circuit in places. There's lots of tight sections, but it's quite high speed as well, especially with that long back straight.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We shall see what will happen today.
Yep, we will. And today, unfortunately, is going to be on my last Open Series broadcast of the season, unfortunately, I should add. Unfortunately, my university commitments have now decided to happen on a Tuesday, so that's convenient. But I guess, well, it has been fun commentating on Open Series this season, and I'm hoping we'll go out with a blast. So, just setting the grid and getting ready to go to the race for this race. And it should be very interesting to see what happens. We only have 7 cars on the grid today, which is a slight change, but I'm sure that they'll put up a good race forward. Nonetheless, we have a couple of new faces, a couple of familiar faces, and, well, one face that I certainly didn't expect to see in Open Series, and we'll come to that as soon as the cars leave the grid. But yeah, this looks set to be quite interesting, and it's at night.
Yes, it's very interesting.
Yep, always interesting to see night races here at GPVWC, as it is the pole sitter and, well, newcomer to Open Series, Bastian Paisler, who takes pole and therefore starts on pole. He, in that red car, will start P1. Then here's the one I didn't expect to see in Open Series, Mark Wicks. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you here. P2 for Wixie, and then Christoph Lichtenstein, a stalwart of the series, in P3, and then it's Rink Hoekstra, who will start P4. That's not a bad position for Rink, actually. He could probably do quite well from here, because he has started to pick up a little bit more consistency and pace here in the Open Series. 5th is another new phase, Vincent Gut. He will start P5, and then effective last on the grid is Lazarus Philippakos in 6th. Kenneth Ragland is 7th, but he hasn't actually taken the formation lap, so he will start from the pit lane if he can get it started in time. But yeah, effectively 6th on the grid to start this race then.
It's very interesting if he will make it, actually. So we shall see if he can. It's a bit a race within a race, and oh yeah, he might be on time. But yeah, we shall see what will happen. Unfortunately, we only have 6 guys. I think this is the time of the year that you will see that. But it's interesting, we got 2 new guys, and some guys are returning. And yeah, Bastian was fastest. And that shows that I think Bastian might get an FC chance if he does well in this race. Unfortunately, we miss Wesley Stefano today. But yeah, yeah. So we will have a new winner. Yeah, we might have a new winner, because Lazarus Philippakos already won a race. So we shall see what will happen. But yeah, if somebody else wins, then yeah, it will be interesting. We will have a new one. And I believe we've got Kenneth Ragland leaving, so we will have only 6 drivers. But it will be interesting what they can do.
Yeah, we're down to 6 on the grid then. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, it's not necessarily the biggest turnout we've ever had for Open Series. But sometimes smaller races can provide better racing, you know, and at least good racing, you know. We should expect to see some good racing going on as Paisler lines up, followed by Wicks, Lichtenstein, Hoekstra, Good, and Philippakos. As soon as he comes into his grid slot, we will be ready to go.
Who will be your winner?
I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna go for Mark Wicks. I think he's probably, if he keeps it consistent enough, he can do well.
I will go for Christoph Lichtenstein, but look out for Lazarus, and of course Bastian.
Yeah, of course, we've got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and here in Abu Dhabi, we are underway, and looks like a decent start from everyone, especially Bastian Paisley, who gets up a good start from pole there, and it's all going well for him as he comes around into turn 1 as well. Liechtenstein's having a go already as we got Ring Hoekstra who goes around there. So I said he had a go, and now Kenneth Ragland pending an open session. He's come back too late, unfortunately. He will not get the chance to race, and Rink is now spun, and he's gone around the back, and we got this 4-car train between Wicks. Oh, look at this from Liechtenstein. Goes through into second.
Now you've got Mark Wicks, but in the inside, yeah, there is still, yeah. Oh, Wicks, but next to him, it's Lazarus. Lazarus is, of course, more, yeah, he's a pretty good racer, and keep an eye out for him. Yeah, but look at Lazarus on Liechtenstein. Lazarus needs to go from the outside. Go on board with Mark Wicks to see what the two will do. No, Christoph still is in front. Yeah, Christoph has racecraft, but Lazarus has the top speed, but still has the wrong side, and I believe Lazarus knows it. And Bastian just took off, and yeah, and we will see if he can hold this, of course. No, Christoph Liechtenstein still in P2, and Lazarus can pass. With Vincent good now in P5, it is still following good. So yeah, oh, that was not intended to be a joke. And we see Christoph go wide, and Lazarus overtakes Christoph. Yeah, this is what he wanted, and yeah. Now we can see, we will see what Lazarus can do with Bastian. Will he be faster or not? On Ring Hoekstra P6.
Yeah, Lazarus getting through there. They were actually evenly matched coming into sector 2, both on 4.112, I think, behind Paisley. And then when they were right beside each other, Wicks has had a bit of an excursion there, and that has let Liechtenstein through into P3, and Vincent good ones to go at Mark Wicks. So I thought he might be on for the win. He's now down in 4th and being threatened to go down into 5th, so this hasn't gone very well. And I was going to say it, but I ran out of time before the lights went out. Keep an eye on Bastian Paisley. He's looked quick. He's already 5.139
Oh,
seconds.
and a mistake from Wicks. Wicks makes a mistake.
Yep.
But it's not a fatal one.
Yeah, I do appear to put the commentator's curse on him a bit there, Mark Wicks, because now he's down at P5, and Ring Hoekstra's having a chance at him. And Christoph Liechtenstein's gone down as well. I think he's just missed a timing beam, actually. So nothing to worry about there. But yeah, Bastian Paisley, if I could retroactively change my pick, I would pick him now, purely because he just seems to have stormed away with it in this first lap on the lap 2, and he is really showing his stuff here.
Yeah, true, but we will see what his gap and with Lazarus will be. Will it extend? Will it be less? I think that will be very interesting. And of course, the tire life. What will the tires do, Joshua? I think the tires might be having a little bit of problems in the last lap, and yeah, who's better on that?
Well, we already know that Christoph Liechtenstein has good skills, and well, we saw that last time around at Suzuka. He came in at the right time after an incident, and then really made advantage of that. And I think he'd be good on his tyres, Liechtenstein, to be honest with you. Wicks has got a lot of experience as well. With Bastian, he's going very quickly, yes, but has he got the knowledge of tyre life and tyre conservation near the end of the race to hold it? That's going to be the question. But if he keeps getting away from everyone at this rate, he definitely will. Yeah,
he extended the gap a bit with 4 tenths extra on Lazarus. And yeah, and we will see what will happen. But I fear the rest is not fast enough. So I think this will be a race from Bastian against Lazarus, and we shall see who will win it. Yeah, I think Bastian got 2 tenths more, so yeah, interesting. But yeah.
Oh, I've just noticed that Ring Hoekstra at the back is coming into the pits, and he's got no end plate on the front, on the right hand side of that front wing. There is no end plate on the car, so he'll be losing downforce. He's probably coming to get that fixed. But it has put him out of effectively any chance of P5 from Mark Wicks, who will be given a bit of a reprieve here. Now we can chase Vincent Good, who is just in front of him, one of the newcomers, and he's already chasing Christoph Liechtenstein. So we almost have a 3-way battle, except it's more like 2 two-way battles.
Yeah, true. It looks very good for both the guys who make their debut. Of course, yeah, Good doesn't look that fast as Bastian, but I think it's good that they're both here, and yeah, we will see what Vincent can do. I mean, I think this is his. I know this is his first GPV race, and yeah, those guys you need to give some time, and not everybody is gold like from the first minute. You've got people that are yeah. You need to give a little bit longer to see the full potential, and yeah, maybe with Vincent that's the case.
He is having a pretty strong showing though. He's holding off Wicks quite well here at the moment as they come around this right turn. It's one right turn which turns into another right turn which turns into another right turn. Triple the opportunity for Mark Wicks, and he can't seem to take any of them.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, with a mistake from Good. And he spins. Oh, he spins.
Well, so that's not very good from Vincent. He's now conceded the place to Mark Wicks, and doesn't seem to be any damage on the car. Seems to have got away scot-free with that. Although there may be suspension damage. I'm not saying initially, but he doesn't really appear to have any at the moment. He's not yet. His car seems fine, so it's a case of keep it on going. But Mark Wicks has been promoted to P4.
Yeah, I think this cornering speed was a bit too high. He lost the rear and he spun but didn't hit anything, so yeah, only lost time. And yeah, of course this is a bit a shame for Rink Hoekstra, because I think if Rink Hoekstra was close, he would have got the position of Vincent. But yeah, for now it's Vincent still in P5, but yeah, we shall see what he can do. Well, I hope he didn't hurt his tires too hard, and yeah, but he can still continue and take the valuable laps in at his debut.
Yeah, and a win on debut would be great for Paisley, you know, it would be fantastic. But, you know, he's got to get there first, and we're only on lap 4, so, you know, there is still over 75% of this race left to go, and he has got to do some work if he wants this win. But nonetheless, that seems a likely possibility, given that he's 5.6 seconds ahead of Lazarus for Lapicos. That gap has not really increased much, though, and that is my concern. Lazarus appears to be matching him on pace. I mean, Bastian's last lap was 157.7, and if I look at Lazarus's, it was 158.1. So yeah, there is a bit there, but he has got to keep on it here, as Paisley.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing. What can Lazarus do in the upcoming laps? But it looks pretty good. And what also looks like pretty good is that we will not see a guy from the Netherlands win. I think, so you know that we had a lot of Dutch guys winning in Open Series this year. I think there were really a lot, at least 5 or 6. But now it looks like the Dutchies will not win today. I think that's a good thing, right? I mean, I'm a Dutchie, but yeah, I like to see other countries just delivering the great drivers as well. Your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, sometimes the Dutch win, sometimes they don't. That's the thing about having so many nationalities in GPV. Sometimes you have different winners all the time, you know, and Bastian, I'm sure, will be hoping to get the win nonetheless.
Yeah, of course, but yeah, it would be good, I think, if we see a German win. I don't know if we had a German winner this year. I believe not, if I'm correct. No.
Well, in Open Series, I don't think we have.
No, in the other series we have, of course. And of course we have a lot of strong Germans and some strong Greek drivers, like Lazarus. Lazarus is doing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job to be there in P2, and he is actually closing in, I believe, bit by bit on Bastian. So by the end of this race, we could have a race, but nonetheless, want to watch perhaps, because I think he's closing in.
Let's go on board with Lazarus at the moment. Lazarus is not using a steering wheel. You can clearly see that. But with his style, he is one of the fastest guys with that driving style. I think he uses a controller. He's pretty good with the controller. But you can clearly see it when he steers. But yeah, we want to see what the difference is between him and Bastian. 4.6, so that's 5 tenths he got back on Bastian.
Yep, he's half a second up in that sector alone. So you have the feeling that something could happen.
Well, yeah, if you do half a second every lap, I believe we've got 8 laps left. That's 4 seconds. Yeah.
Yep. And all of a sudden it seems a bit more likely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Seems a bit more likely we are going to have a race.
Well, of course we hope so, but yeah, we're not close yet to the finish, so we shall see. And of course, tire wear. What will happen with tire wear? Because Lazarus is using a controller, and I fear that's hurting him a bit more on the feeling with the tires at the end. We shall see. And it's now 4.2, huh? 4.2. That's interesting because he's gaining bit by bit. And what will the second sector bring? Will he gain? Will he lose? 4.0. So another 1.5 tenths. So he's a little bit faster.
Yeah, Bastian dropped a whole second on his previous lap time that last. He was a 1:57.903. Then it was a 1:58.902. So basically a whole second down. And Lazarus has been consistently in the 1:57s for a couple of laps now.
I think we saw a big moment of Bastian. Let's go on board with Bastian. I believe, that's not 4 seconds anymore. I think that's like 2.5 or 3 seconds. We shall see. This is of course very nice. Lazarus goes a bit wide. This is of course not the racing track, and he's going wide again. Oh, watch out, Lazarus. Yeah, but it's 3 seconds, and that's not because Lazarus was out of the track, but it was because Bastian made a little bit of an error. Well, we now have Christian Liechtenstein in P3. The course continues. Of course, P3 is very good, but that guy is searching for that win, and it looks like again it's not his day today. I searched today. Christoph drove 12 Open Series races, where he finished 7 of those 12 on the podium, Josh, and from the 7 he never won, so only second and third places. He got 7 podiums in total of 12 races, and 2 of those he didn't score a podium. He was 4th. So 2, 3 or 4th is something Christoph always scores, but not a win for now. Well,
yep. And I'm just looking at the results. I don't know whether you covered this, Menno, but Rink Hoekstra is out of the race.
Oh, Rink! What happened to Rink?
Rink is out. I don't know what's happened, but maybe you can go back and look at that for me, Menno. I'm going to keep an eye on this developing battle between Phalappikos and Paisla, which is now down to 1.7 seconds.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think I cannot see what happened with Rink, but it's interesting. I believe this was about Rink's 1 year point. I think 1 year ago he started sim racing, so you should know this track as well a bit from last year, of course, on Air Factor 1. But he's out, and of course that's a shame. So he will have a good conversation with Bobke, and Bobke will explain to him from, Dad, you did something wrong today, and will learn from it. Because I think Rink learns a lot from Bobke, his son, of course, and I think the other way around, that Bobke is learning something from Rink as well, and it's very interesting. Of course, Bobke has much higher skill than Rink, because Bobke grew up with racing games, and Rink is a little bit older. But if you see how Rink sometimes drives, I've got really big respect for a guy. I believe that's almost 50 years old. So that's a thing, Josh. You see a lot of variation in age as well.
Yep, I mean, sometimes, you can get that age variation. You can have the very young and the slightly older. But, it kind of invites all, really, doesn't it, sim racing? Anyone can have a go at it. And, Bastian Paisla, by coming in today, being the new person, is really showing that. And he is actually putting away from Phalappikos here. who has just dropped a lot of time. He's now down to 2.9 seconds. So, don't know if anything happened there while I wasn't looking, but he has got to get that time back now as Lazarus, and if he's not able to do that, then Bastian will be able to pull away again. So he's got to do something here. I think the gap's come down to 2.8 now. So, you know, there is a bit more time in it, and Lazarus is starting to catch up again, but he did drop a bit of time there, and now he's going to do the hard work all over again.
Yeah, of course, it's very interesting. But it gets a bit close to Lazarus, I think. So it's interesting. Lazarus is the faster one. But, yeah, Bastian is not doing bad. And you need to keep in mind that Lazarus knows this car far better than Bastian. I mean, this is Bastian's first race, and of course, I think if he would do any more races in Open Series or in FC, he will learn the car a lot more. And I think even for Bastian, there is much more in it. I think you can agree on that, Josh. You can see that Bastian, of course, doing a great job today, but you have a feeling that there is more in, right?
Yeah, there's always, you know, never the end, really, is it? Because the only end is the end, and
yeah.
Well, the end of this race is about still about 5 or 6 laps away. So Mark Wicks is in the pits in the meantime, and that has put Vincent Gutt into P4. Now, why is Wixie in the pits? Maybe he's having problems with tyre wear already,
Or fuel.
or fuel. Maybe he's under fuel. There could just be a splash and dash for Mark Wicks. Let's see how long it takes. It appear to be up on the jack, so it might just be fuel. Or it might not be. No, he is on the jacks. I saw him go up. Maybe new tyres then.
Of course, it's very interesting. Maybe he had a setup which was not that kind on the tires. Well, I see there is a problem with Wicks in the pits entrance, so I think he has a bit of problems with the steering angle of the car. Ah, that's interesting. Maybe the steering angle was a bit bent.
Yeah, well, it looks fine now. So you know, he's managing nonetheless. Mark Wicks, although he is a mile back from Vincent Gutt now, and he's going to have to do some serious footwork to get that gap back. Yeah. Meanwhile, this whole Philapicos Paisley battle doesn't actually seem to be closing in anymore, or at least not too much yet.
We shall see.
Bastian is doing a good job to stay ahead, and I'd estimate the gap to be about
2 seconds.
2 seconds. It says 2.6 on the final split, so maybe Lazarus has gained some serious ground in this last sector. We're going to see who's come over the line just how close to 1.8. So that is a lot of ground gained by Philapicos. Maybe Paisley's tyres have gone off a bit.
Yeah, maybe, or he just saving him a bit. He felt like in early stints that it was close. So yeah, we shall see. So time to say something good about good. What do you think?
Something exciting to say something good about well, fair enough then.
About good. If I pronounce it good.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Putting central here with Menno,
yeah.
And well, he is having a fairly solid race, if anything. Not the quickest race, but a solid race. And if it's this sort of consistency and being solid that gets you decent results if you can get pace.
Oh, does it spin? Oh
we got.
Wow, we almost had a squished banana because, yeah, of course, the yellow car is the banana car, a banana boat. Which some prefer to say, and yeah, he nearly lost the rear, so yeah, well, he kept it, and it was very interesting, so actually that was very good for him to save, but yeah, he's doing a good job, and yeah, I didn't plan to make all those jokes about his name, but yeah, it happens. Also,
and
because
in the meantime, we've actually lost Christoph Lichtenstein from the race. I think he's disconnected.
Oh no!
We've lost Lichtenstein. He has gone out from P3. I think he disconnected, so he should be able to come back in if he gets the chance. But that is a shame to have lost him because he was doing really well, and that is not quite gone to plan on that front. But he's gonna have to do something about that. Yep.
Yeah. Wicks. Oh no, Wicks. Interesting.
And Menno, I'm going to leave this to you now because I need food.
Okay, you need food, and I will do the last 3 laps. Oh, this is very interesting, of course. The last 3 laps. I think our top 3 will be good, Lazarus Philippakos and Bastian Placer, but in which order? We go on board with Lazarus Philippakos because he is in at 1.1 seconds from Bastian. This is of course very interesting. Will Lazarus get his second win, or will Bastian get his first win? This is very interesting. He's now on the rear wing of Bastian Placer. And Bastian Placer is of course fighting for the chance of winning, fighting for a future in the FC, and maybe he can get a seat somewhere this year. You never know. And he's making advertisement for himself, but Lazarus is doing that as well. Lazarus already did some FC running earlier and might do that again. We don't know. But I think this will be a very interesting end with Vincent Good in P3. He will be happy with that. Mark Weeks with 2 pit stops in P4 with Christoph and Rink out, which was interesting. Will he get closer? No. Bastian still has a little bit of a gap to play for, but yeah, within a second the slipstream also gets working a bit. But for now it's still Bastian who leads. It's Greece against Germany. No, it's not a soccer match, it's sim racing, open series, and we shall see. Yeah, I have a feeling the cornering speed of Lazarus is a bit better, but yeah, he needs to get a little bit closer if he wants to get that win. It's 1.6, I think it's less, it's 1.2, what is it? It's 1.4, oh, and error from Lazarus, I think it's his tires. Is this the final thing Bastian needed? I fear it is. So yeah, I think it will be 2 seconds now, and yeah, it's nearly impossible for Lazarus to still get it. So Bastian needs to keep it on track. And I believe Bastian knows how to do it. I believe he is a long-time sim racer in other leagues, maybe in other games, so I think he knows how to handle this. But of course, Open Series in GPV is new for him, so yeah. Could always go wrong last lap, but this looks very good, of course. But Lazarus, I think Lazarus has problems with tires. Hey, what happened to Mark Wicks? Mark Wicks stopped. Mark Wicks let him go. He saw the battle coming, so he said, "I will park," and will continue behind him. And with Vincent Gutt still in P3, he will be happy with the podium, but of course unhappy that there only were 6 drivers. So it's 2.3 seconds with 1 lap to go, and I've got the feeling Lazarus, his tires are gone, but we don't know what can happen the last lap. You see, Bastian has a very good driving style, very calm and collected. Series is giving you a very good end, of course, with the battle for the win. But Bastian looks very good, but of course we're not there yet. And we're nearly done with the race. I believe we got 1 lap to go. Or maybe this is the last lap, sorry, I'm not that well informed. Yeah, it get closer, but Bastian will win it. I feel it, and I think everybody can see it. It will be Bastian who wins it, but we're not quite there yet, so we shall see. I think we have 1 lap after this, so it can still be done. But Lazarus needs to find something which can help him, but I fear it will not be happening. Okay. We've now got the last lap with 1.7 seconds between Lazarus and Bastian Paisler. Can he do it? Can Lazarus do it? It only needs one slight mistake from Bastian to give the win to Lazarus, but of course he will not give the win because he wants to win. But yeah, Lazarus gets closer. Lazarus got the fighting spirit. Lazarus feels that there still is a chance, and as long as there is a chance, he can still do it. But Bastian feels the finish is close. He feels he can win a debut at Open Series. He feels he shouldn't give this away, and yeah, it looks like he can do it, he can win it. See all the people, all the crowds, they're standing, oh, he can't hear them roar, and yeah, be happy. They want to see Bastian win now, but they want to see a close finish between Lazarus and Bastian. Oh, this is crazy, and I get crazy as well. You can hear it. Oh, yes, crazy. But yeah, it's I think 1.6 again. It be a finish under the second. Yeah, Lazarus is trying everything, but you have a feeling it's coming too late, and with a lot of loose spin. We're on board with Bastian. We're going to go to the finish with Bastian on board, but will he win it? Lazarus getting closer and closer again. But I fear it's 1.6 seconds, and it will stay about 1.6 seconds. A few corners to go. 1 corner to go for Bastian. If he doesn't make an error, he will win it. Yes, Bastian Paisler will win a debut and possibly have a great future here in GPV, and possibly a future FC, well, driver, race winner, champion, you never know. But he impressed a lot of people today. We've got Vincent Good, it's coming in to P3, which is of course very good. He will be happy as well with Mark Wicks in P4. He's finishing soon. Of course, a good thing for Lazarus to finish in second, but he expected more, I believe. The finish was quite close, but Lazarus, I think, thought it was more in. But yeah, Bastian Paisler wins. Then it's Lazarus Filiopakos. Then it's Vincent Gutt with Mark Wicks in P4 with Christoph Liechtenstein and Rick Hoekstra not finishing. So it's Germany, Greece, again Germany, UK, Germany, and then the Netherlands. So the Germans did well today here in Abu Dhabi. We're now waiting for Mark Wicks to finish 1 lap behind. This was an interesting race, not the best race we've seen, but always good to have a good winner and a new winner. So possibly we will see them. We will see him in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah, we will look forward to the FC racing, which is coming up next. And of course, in 2 weeks' time, we will be back for another broadcast. I believe we're at the Circuit of the Americas then in Austin, and we hope we'll have another great Open Series race, but hopefully some more people at starting. What the future will bring, we don't know, but hopefully it will be with Paxler in the FC. We shall see. Until we meet again, bye bye.